Hey, yeah, I'm back on real quick. Or not so long after my last share. Sometimes it happens that way. There are more words that wanted to come through today, right? And so I had to find a spot from which to allow the message to connect in as its originating point. So we're going to use the phrase out from chaos. In this morning sounding of the portal, we spoke about the path through being the path is through the heart, that we are asked to move through our heart. And so the idea of that for many feels like the exact opposite of what we are to do. How dare I say, move from the heart? Don't I see these heartless beings out there? Don't we have to defend ourselves and stand and fight and da 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 and dee 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 and these kids and these people and death and destruction and all? Yeah. So out from chaos is the originating point. We can simply look at our world. Let's just look at it. We can look at it, even the little that we know. When we look out there at the world around us, it can feel like death and destruction, chaos is everywhere. And I tell you, the message is that in this time of great chaos that has arisen, it is to give us the most ideal environment from which to garner as many activated souls as possible. So many activated souls coming out of this collective awakening that's happening around the globe. It's happening around the globe that we are waking up out of chaos, alive in these bodies. We're not going to have to die in order to be judged and see where we could have done better or not, or where we did well, see where we've done well or where we could have done better. That's how I want to say it. We are finding that out now as we are living inside chaos. Yeah, chaos. And so, what do? There are practices to help us to understand stillness. Stillness as a original spot to lean into stillness. And when we lean into stillness, we can begin to feel the chaos that's not just outside of us, but the chaos that's inside of us. As we begin to feel into those places, into the raging in the back left corner of our head, into the sobbing in the right portion of your chest, into the anger in the voices of our needs. We lean into our body. And inside of our bodies, we begin to hear, my hands are telling me something. I'm feeling this thing. And I don't quite understand the language. Out of the chaos from within, we begin this process of understanding and creating right relationship. And that right relationship with our own self then begins to help us to foster right relationship in the places that it matters most. If you're a parent, that's with your children. If you're fortunate enough to have family who's still alive, then you get to do it with them in the living. If not, you have to do it with them in the ancestral realm. No one gets left out in this rising. See, I'm not one who says I only call on certain names. I call them all because you're going to get right. You're going to get right because I walk with you. I tell people we out of chaos inside of our bodies, we carry everything, all of the building blocks for our families for generations upon generations. Every strand that's flowed into us, we're walking with them right now. We're walking with them, their energetic signature. So that's why I leave no one out, because we're going to get this righteousness. We're going to get this righting of ourselves. We're going to bring ourselves into stillness. And I'm going to learn what you need. And I open the mouth through the heart, out of chaos. And then as we do that work, we slowly begin to witness things in order just around us. Like, it's crazy out there, but I see this path, this thing saying go there. I see this path, this energy telling me to now go this way. And we begin this process of flowing based on self-trust. It's easy to trust yourself when you can hear yourself, when you found peace with yourself, when you are actively making peace with yourself. It's so much easier to trust self when one is making peace with self. When we struggle with peace with ourselves, it only gets augmented and exacerbated by the chaos all around us. This is why many of us end up having to close our eyes and go within, or go out into nature, or to lean into those things that can bring us peace. And then that leads us into the practice. How do I hold on to that? How do I make that my everyday? How do I align with this idea of peace? Because the chaos, we can't get away from it. It's now. We're living in it. We're absolutely living in the time of chaos. And because we're absolutely living in the time of chaos, it is giving us the most ripe, fertile, composted earth, outside and inside, in which we can grow. We can grow and learn and reveal who and what we are. And so when we recognize, yes, when we begin to recognize who we are, like I've been practicing calling in all of the prayers that my ancestors made in times of pain, in times of struggle. We're talking, and not just the short amount of time that this United States of America has been here. I'm going all the way back. I absolutely believe that I'm one of the original people of this earth. And my bloodline goes all the way back, just like yours. So there are prayers. There are people who have prayed, there are people who've called us through, who are absolutely evoking us to come, rise, let's go, now, it's time in this chaos, in this removing of the veil that was on our eyes. See, there was no veil. The veil was on our eyes. But as we are now able to see and feel and sense and see, it's because the time of awakening, the time of reckoning is upon us. And it is the time to make clear and clean our heart. So out of this chaos, for many of us, something else is appearing. Something else is appearing, and it doesn't have to be big. You ever see a sprout? Thank you. You see a small plant begin, it's so teeny, like a baby. We were so, you know how small we were? You know how small we were to be these magnificent beings, and this is not the end. When we yield into the becoming, there's a way through, and it's filled with just that sound. The way through is filled with ahs and alleluias and oh and hard tears, tears that will fall from the heart, washing itself clean. The way through will be filled with tears from the heart. The way through will be filled with ahs as we release all of that which no longer serves us. We're going to get it out. We got to get it out. So we go out in nature to compost it, scream it into the earth. Give it to her so she can take it and change it. Release it from the eyes. Snot it out through the nose. Clear it out. And feel better. You know how you throw up. I'm being funny. You know, you have your child and me. You go through like you throw up and like, oh, I feel better now. Yeah, you got that out of you. That's the purge. That's the purge that comes in the chaos. Your stomach, when you're upset stomach, it starts, what's going on in my stomach? I feel better. So, yes, I'm extra, but there's no other way to tell it to you than to make it real plain. Out of chaos comes order. And the order comes from us having, it's hard to make chaos. It's hard to make order when you're tight. Yes, we're going to put this here, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to go right back to what it was before because that's best and that's safe. Anyone who's playing it safe right now, if you're playing it safe, then you're not telling the truth. If you're still in the space of, well, I only want to do the things that feel, safe is going to feel like love. It's going to feel like truth. It's going to feel like authenticity. It's going to feel like vulnerability. How does safe feel like vulnerability? This is when we get into right relationship with our spirit and our guides. You brought me here, so you're going to bring me through so you'll know I'm being told to back up. That's not fear. That's self-trust and self-awareness, you see. When I'm open, I can feel all the messages. I can hear all the truths. I can receive it all. When I close down, I can't hear. Then I am vulnerable in a different way because I'm vulnerable due to my ignorance. Thereby being able to be led astray or to be preyed upon just because I wasn't aware. We suffer so much. As they say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Self-knowledge. Self-awareness. So, sending blessings and light to you all that we are in a time of chaos. My head I've been getting all these experiences like right here and right back here and then right here and then right here. I've been getting all of these like surges like here and here. Like my crown is being reworked. I'm not quite certain what's coming through, but it's definitely coming through. Here, 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 and over. I've been having these things happening. So I'm just sharing extra with y'all that there's my body, especially my crown, is being shifted. And so out of chaos, there goes the ear. There goes the ear. But we got this. We got this. Drink your water. Eat your good food. I've been given some more instructions of what I got to do. Yes, you said it. A peaceful chaos. It's really wild, right? It's like learning how to surf while walking on the earth. While walking on the earth, we're learning how to sway. We're learning how to dance. Everything actually sways. The wind blows, the waves, there's ebb and flow energy into everything. That's our breath. The in and the out. In, out. That's how we're all in this way. And when we yield into it, the composted heap, and we learn how to pull out the nutrients that we need to allow us to keep growing. We need nutrients. A world with nothing would give us nothing to grow against. So we get all this stuff. Yeah, we got a rich bed of things in which we can live for the next 260,000 years, just bringing order and learning and growing and refining and becoming and being. We could do that. We could do that. So I'm not worried about, well, what are we going to do? Child, there'll be plenty for us to do with just getting this earth that we live on right now back into order. We won't have to worry about a thing. I have this belief that one day the children who we raise to be whole people will honor us, their elders, as the ones who did the work. They will honor us as the ones who said, okay, and did the work to restore it, to say, we're gonna do this. And they'll know that they'll see us when they see us dealing with the triggers and the things that get to us. They'll like, and they'll look at the little one, they'll come to us, the 2-year-old or the 3-year-old will come to us. We're all gray and we're gray. And they're like, Mama, Papa, Baba, whatever name they call us, Ima, whatever name they call us, are you okay? And they'll say, yes, love, I'm okay. And they'll say, is it a trigger? And they'll say, yes. And they'll just hug us because they'll know that we're the ones who live through the chaos. They'll know that we live through the chaos to make something better for them. And they will love us for it, and they will honor us. We will be honored ancestors because we were willing to do the work. We were willing to do the work to bring about the peace that the earth and we and they deserve. So I'm done. Thank you all. Kelly, I appreciate your statements. Yeah, because we're sending prayers out to them now. It doesn't go away, right? So we're sending it out there. We're sending it out there. We are doing the work. And there will be those who will benefit and remember and tell the truth that the work has been done. It'll come from our families. It'll come from our communities. It will come from the earth. Songs of great gratitude. So, thank you all so much for your energy. I needed to get this last message out. Now I can go do some work. I got some work to do today. But blessings to you all, and thank you. Thank you for continuing to support me. Blessings to you all.